Belgian soldiers prevented what appears could have been a deadly attack at the central station in Brussels. Now, details are still emerging, Brett, but what it appears happened is that these soldiers approached a man who looked suspicious to them. He had a suitcase and an explosives belt, and as they approached, he detonated that bag and ran. Police then shot him.
We do not know if the man is still alive or that he is dead. There were no other victims. This incident is considered as a terrorist attack.
The station and Brussels Grand Place were evacuated. Eyewitnesses say the suspect shouted Allahu Akbar before he blew up his suitcase. Police later carried out a controlled explosion on his belt. No one other than the suspect was injured. Here's an image of the scene after that explosion, which was relatively small. As you can see, this occurred in an underground part of the station. Belgium has seen a significant increase of security patrols since attacks on the airport and a metro station in the EU quarter in March of 2016, which left 32 people dead. Belgium has also come under scrutiny as several of those involved in the Paris terror attacks on cafes, stadiums, and the Bataclan Theater in November of 2015 came from there. One of the key planners of those attacks, Abdelhamid Abaoud, hailed from the Molenbeek neighborhood of Brussels, which has struggled with a radicalization program. Abaoud had traveled to Syria and back and across Europe, even though he was on an international arrest warrant, raising questions about the viability of Europe's visa-free system known as Schengen. Also, one of the Paris attackers, Salah Abdel Salam, on the night of the Paris attacks actually crossed back into Belgium, where he remained in hiding for 4 months, the subject of one of Europe's most high-profile manhunts. He was ultimately arrested and jailed. And again, Brett, tonight's attack in Belgium, which luckily did not result in any great damage or injuries, comes just one day after a failed attack in Paris when someone rammed a car into a police van. It went into flames. There were guns and explosives inside, but no one was hurt. And then, of course, there was that attack on the mosque here in London on Sunday night.